Hello everybody, this is me, Qua, and today we'll be reviewing the Transformers Micron Legends Thrust. Here's the box. Very similar to Starscream's, but much smaller. And here is Thrust in vehicle mode, and let me just get the landing gear out so that way he's sitting properly. Weirdly, even though the tape was still on the box and everything, he was missing everything else. Because all I got is a catalog here with the toys. So I'll just show you how the catalog looks. Some nice images. This is actually my first time looking at it. Shows you what you could do with Micron. I do want to pick up the Demolisher though, because it's more show accurate in coloration. Got Cyclonus there. Got Sexy Boy Starscream there. I love how it has the prices too. That's neat. You see how many yen it was for some of these. Oh, and then it teases tidal wave there. And then here's Optimus and Jetfire. He'll be a future review. Future review. Yeah, no, I got the car version. Let's just say I've been buying a lot of stuff off of Bai. It's not good. I have the US version of him, so I'll actually pair that up and see how that looks, if that looks shittier or not. But yeah, because I don't think the US version was like a white. I think it was like an eggshell white. But yeah. But I'm also missing the Minicon for Jetfire, so, because I got mine loose at a convention. But yeah, but he does have Jetfire's gun and everything else Jetfire needs, including the chest piece for combined mode. So yeah, considering the Minicon and I think a missile or something was missing, it's a pretty good deal I got for Jetfire. But we're not talking about Jetfire, we're talking about Thrust. And he has this actually pretty neat camo paint. I don't know if it comes off good on the camera. In this lighting I have right now, it comes fantastic. You can see how pretty good it is. And it doesn't carry over back here, weirdly enough. I'm assuming that's because in robot mode, none of this really carries over. You also got some dry brushing here and there. Bottom is painted well. That's the robot mode. But yeah, oh yeah, a note. You could take off the Minicon and then it's kind of barren. The thing you could technically fold that up and then, oh, woo. So if you untab this, technically speaking, I'd want to tab it in this way because it kind of sits weirdly the other way. You could do it like this if you don't have the Minicon, or hold on, or tab it in like that, which, yeah. And you can kind of still plug in the Minicon from underneath and have him as like a missile shooting thing. Oh yeah, and these kind of pivot. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. These are flip fire, and they'll become an annoyance later. But I'm just gonna place the little Minicon accessory thing. We're gonna go into his Minicon gimmick in robot mode. So we're gonna transform him. You want to separate the arms from there. Flip that like so. Attach the legs. Yeah, the legs are ball jointed and they do have knees. But we'll get into how pointless that is in a second. You want to turn these around, turn them around. Now this is his chest, but to do his stupid gimmick, we're gonna have to turn them so they're facing this green part. Because what you want to do is bring the head up, but then kind of pivot this thing around. So that way the head's facing this way. And then not turn the legs around. You want to turn the waist around, but then you want to kind of rotate these missiles in such a way. Oh, also, yeah, pull these up forward. They become the feet. Then just leave the arms down here, or in any position that's not going to get in the way of the dumb gimmick. Bring out his chest, like so. Now this is kind of weird to pull off with his own Minicon, but the gimmick is this. Exciting. so useful. Now, however, this gimmick surprisingly doesn't hinder any of the articulation at all, but we will see what does hinder that articulation. So he gets point for that useless gimmick not hindering anything. Turn his head around, turn the legs around, and you can fold the arms down, or as down as you could possibly get them. I usually just bend the elbows because then it gets so flat. And we have Armada Thrust. Now we just saw his main Minicon gimmick, but there's also another gimmick. If I move that backwards, it'll fire the missile, which then pops out. Now, the neat thing about his Minicon is if I open that up and then put it back, I just have to hit this button. Alright. Okay, and we're back. And yeah, so yeah, that's what that does. Pretty neat. I'm going to put it back on the back and not put the missile in because it's kind of hard to stand up his Minicon with a missile. But yeah, it's his Minicon, this little dumpy little fucker. You just unfold the legs and then these just kind of fold down. But yeah, you got this dumpy little son of a gun. We get a close-up. I will say Starscream's Minicon is better. But to be fair, the best Minicon is Demolishers in my opinion. Can't get any better than that. And every other opinion is wrong. I'm just messing around. But, you know, Demolisher's Minicon's pretty good. I'm actually getting Red Alert, the US version of him, coming in soon. Unboxed. And I'll do an unboxing video for him. Just because that would be fun, and I don't normally do that kind of thing on this channel. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll just... Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention another thing you can do with detaching this. There's these holes right here on the inside and outsides. I recommend putting it on the outside just because it's easier. And then, boom, he's got another cannon. Play patterns you can do. Not particularly fun ones, but play patterns you can do nonetheless. So, yeah. Got dinky little Robo-Man. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we're going to get into him. You got to keep the permanent A stance because of this cockpit piece, because I figured it would have popped out and then kind of swiveled back, because you can part form this piece right here. Oh yeah, and you can push in his landing gear. I forgot about that. You could do that. But yeah, so I figured since it was part forming piece, I was like, oh, this probably pops, does a 360, goes somewhere in there, and then that way he's freed up. But no, that's literally how it's supposed to be there. It's supposed to be hanging off his ass. Lazy design. Also, another stupid thing. Since these stupid missile fucking racks on his legs, you could technically take them apart if you take the leg apart. Because if you're able to get the leg apart, then you can, in theory, just get that out and he no longer has those stupid missile racks. But then there's a giant gaping hole there, so yeah. Best thing to do is just use the flick fire action. You got to see one go. So that way they're not getting in the way, because otherwise you do any pose and it's like, you got this big thing jamming into him. Or let me just show you. We'll put it back in. See? It's fucking stupid. He does get greater than 90-degree bend, but that's due to transformation. He's kind of heavy, so he won't really carry his own weight. He's very top heavy due to the gimmicks that this toy has. You can take off this piece. It doesn't have to stay on there, but yeah. Yeah. His head's on a swivel, so it doesn't really... It just turns 360 and that's it. And you can technically get more if you move that piece, but that just looks bad. His arms only bend like that far. So less than 90. And the kibble just kind of hinders it, because you can't even have the arm fully straight. Like, if you want the arm straight and still have, like, a backpack, that's the only way is you push it up just ever so slightly. And you could do it. But, like, even then, it's, like, very wobbly. So that's kind of stupid. Oh, and if you want his legs straight, you gotta peg him in like you're going to jet mode. Again, another stupid design choice. This guy's full of really good ideas and then a bunch of really shitty ideas. I guess for a size comparison, I can compare him with Legacy Starscream. So, yeah. Legacy Starscream is about the same size as Earthrise Starscream, so that's to give you some size. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I never actually messed with this toy until recently, and if you want to know if there's any differences between this and the Hasbro version, none. Absolutely none. So, yeah. Say buying the same thing, except basically, I got him in a bundle with that Starscream, so that's the only reason why I have the rest. Otherwise, I would have absolutely no interest in picking him up. He's shite, but I kind of love it. He's bad in so many fucking ways, but I don't know. The transformation is actually kind of fun. And his shittiness is just... It's that Unicron trilogy shittiness. It's like something fucking magical. You can't like be really mad at it, but at the same time you kind of are. I don't know how to describe it. It's fucking... it's funny. This figure's bad. I do not recommend this to anyone, but if you're collecting Unicron trilogy, just pick it up. This Minicon is kind of worth it. Because while it may be dumpy, the vehicle mode is pretty cool, and the gimmick of how it fires is dope. And the rest, if you leave him on a shelf, he looks fine. But yeah, there's multiple color variations. There's the Universe Sunstorm repaint, which comes with Minicons. I actually almost bought that on a couple occasions because I like Sunstorm. And this figure actually does look pretty good in that orange, I'm not going to lie. And then there's there's another mold. The Power Links version, the US version, which is done up in a, what is it? A Dirge-esque colors. And then there's the Japan version, which is labeled US edition, but for whatever reason is actual Thrust G1 Thrust colors. So there's that. And I think that's it for repaints of this mold. I don't think outside of those, there wasn't really a whole lot. So yeah. That was Armada Thrust. He's something. Alright. Not the best of the deluxe assortment. He's definitely not the worst. I will say he probably doesn't top the trash tierness that is Sideswipe, but I don't have the cojones to buy that. So, that monstrosity. So, yeah. You won't see me with that unless it comes with a lot with stuff that I actually do want. That's the only way I'm getting that. Which is the only way I get him. But yeah, anyways, this has been me, Qua. If you like the video, like it, comment, subscribe. If there's anything from the Unicron trilogy you guys want me to review, I'll review it. Just as long as it's not Sideswipe or anything related to Sideswipe. From Armada, that is. Or any repaint of that toy. That includes the Cybertron Run Amok. I know what you're doing. Or a Tread Shot from the universe. I know all the molds. Most, anyways. Anyways, this is me, Qua. I'm signing out. Deuces.